I'm preparing myself for tomorrow's departure back to Adelaide. So going up the road to Sandfly, we got everything here. We're going to load the plane up today and then we'll depart tomorrow morning. Stage 1, all done. So she's all covered up again and ready for a departure tomorrow morning. So these are the things I like to avoid if possible. Other than that, yeah, it's a good strip. A little undulated, slopes down to the west. That'll be the direction I'll be taking off.
Hobart terminal information for PAA, runway 30, winds 280 degrees, 1 and 2 knots, visibility greater than 10 kilometres, cloud view 4,000, temperature 15, QNH 1011, first contact in Hobart ground or tower, notify receipt of information for PAA.
All stations Sandfly CTAF from Hawk to PAA Alpha, Alpha taxiing and backtracking runway 27 for Cambridge, Sandfly CTAF. Alright, temperatures and pressures are all in the green, fuel pumps on, mixture's rich, hatches and harnesses are all secure, and we're going to climb to 1500. All stations Sandfly CTAF, PAA Alpha Alpha will be rolling runway 27 for Cambridge, Sandfly CTAF.
Traffic Sandfly, Tango Mike Charlie is just crossing Wellington Range, 5 nautical miles out, in the north, inbound for circuits.
Roger that, we'll be tracking 026 degrees for Cambridge direct to the Tasman Bridge from Sandfly at 1500.
Tango Mike Charlie, copy that.
And PAA Alpha Alpha's rolling runway 27 at Sandfly. Okay, airspeed's alive. Knots, 55, positive rate, 60 knots, 65, 70 knots, and we're climbing.
Mike Charlie is just to your east.
Roger that, Papa Alpha Alpha. Okay, station Sandfly, Papa Alpha Alpha is departing to the northeast at this time. I'm on track for Cambridge at 1500. Sandfly CTAF will be going over to Hobart Tower. Fuel pump is off. Fuel pressure's maintained. Hobart Tower, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha, Hobart to ground.
Hobart Tower, Papa Alpha Alpha, the Tomahawk, 5 miles to the northeast of Sandfly at 1500, tracking 026 degrees inbound from Cambridge via the Tasman Bridge. Receipt of Papa.
Papa Alpha Alpha, no worries, you should be on the ground in about 10 minutes if you're just north of Sandfly. And do you have a transponder?
Roger that, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha, report crossing the Million Range with level.
Unfamiliar with the area, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha, roger. And so you'll be landing at Cambridge at this time and then for a refuel before outbound to Wynyard, confirm?
Confirmed, Papa Alpha Alpha is manned.
Papa Alpha Alpha, roger. Yeah, report crossing the eastern shore of Downwind River.
Report to crossing the eastern shore of Downwind River, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Hobart ground, Cessna 172 Tango Sierra Papa at Cambridge. You will request clearance, run Victor Southwest to Ralphs Bay, not more than 3,500, over.
Tango Sierra Papa cleared to Rouse Bay via Victor Southwest, not above 3,500, the time 10.
Victor Southwest to Ralphs Bay, Tango Sierra Papa.
Yes, Sierra Papa, not above 3,500.
500.
Papa Alpha Alpha is crossing the eastern shore of Downwind River, inbound for Cambridge.
Papa Alpha Alpha, join a left base, runway 30 Cambridge, and report on final.
Left base for 30, report on final, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Hobart ground, just 702 to Melbourne, request clearance.
702, stand by 1.
Hobart ground velocity 1321 Melbourne, request clearance.
Papa Alpha Alpha is turning base to runway 30, Cambridge.
Papa Alpha Alpha, report on the ground, Cambridge.
Report on the ground, Cambridge, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Hobart Tower, Tango Sierra Papa, taxi to runway 30, received Papa.
Tango Sierra Papa, Hobart Tower. Report ready runway 30, traffic is a Tomahawk on short final to land runway 30.
Tomahawk on short final, Tango Sierra Papa.
Digit 1502 is ready.
Digit 1502.
Runway 30 clear for takeoff, QJ 1502.
Power Alpha's on the ground and rolling out to exit at the western end.
Power Alpha understood. Yeah, if you taxi along runway 14 back to the GA and report clear.
Roger that. Taxi through 14 and report clear for Power Alpha. Alpha Power Alpha's clear of all runways, Cambridge.
Alpha.
Sugarloaf, not above 4,500 and time is on the hour.
Not above 4,500, clear to Jacob Sugarloaf, Papa Alpha. Good morning, Hobart Tower. Papa Alpha's Tomahawk ready to taxi at Cambridge.
Alpha, Roger, yeah, taxi or report ready for runway 30, yeah, and make sure you use the taxiway, don't backtrack 27.
Roger that, use the taxiway to runway 30, Papa Alpha.
And off runway with turning base for 27, copy the traffic on the ground and traffic following.
Oscar Bravo limit.
Power Alpha's ready, runway 30, Cambridge.
Power Alpha runway 30, Cambridge, report airborne and make right turn.
Report airborne, make right turn, Papa Alpha.
Hobart Tower, Sierra Zulu Kilos ready for intersection departure.
Tractor 1, vacate runway 12.
Acknowledge Tractor 1.
Check the runways when you're not familiar with the airport.
South, just 705.
Power Alpha, you happy you got runway 30 now, not 27?
Roger that, Papa Alpha.
Roger, report airborne right turn.
Report to right turn and airborne Papa Alpha Alpha rolling 30 Cambridge.
Zulu Kilo 12 Hobart. Clear for takeoff, make left circuit.
Airspeed's alive, temperatures and pressures are in the green.
Tango Sierra,
50
late,
knots,
runway 27.
60,
runway sided.
65,
Tango Sierra Papa 27 Cambridge, report on the ground.
70 knots.
Right, Tower, good morning. It's Romeo Tango Papa with inbound detail.
Romeo Tango Papa, Hobart here.
Tango Papa's Return Nav is approaching the Tasman Bridge 2,500. We've got one POB information at Quebec for Cambridge. Request clearance.
Romeo Tango Papa, report to crossing main range runway to be advised.
Tango Papa.
Tower, Papa Alpha Alpha's airborne, passing 3500, making right turn.
Papa Alpha Alpha.
Right, Tango Papa.
Zulu Kilo runway 12 Hobart to clear touch and go, make left circuit.
Right, 2 Hobart, clear touch and go left circuit. Sierra Zulu Kilo.
Papa Alpha Alpha, reported 20 miles.
Report at 20 miles, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha, the area frequency 126.5. I've let them know you're requesting flight following. You can request it from them. G'day.
G'day and many thanks, Papa Alpha Alpha.
No worries.
Melbourne Centre, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha Melbourne Centre.
Papa Alpha Alpha's Tomahawk being, 5 miles north of the Craigmore Reservoir at 4,500, tracking 336 degrees for Jacob Sugarloaf at 4,500. Request flight following.
Alpha Alpha Centre, just stand by, just pulling your plan through to the system. You did submit one?
Yes, as planned, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Alpha Alpha, roger. As soon as I get that into the system there, I'll be able to get you up and running.
Many thanks, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Alpha Alpha, just your final destination, please.
Destination will be Wynyard, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Alpha Alpha. Alpha Alpha, squawk code 0465.
0465, Papa Alpha Alpha.
735, leaving flight level 270.
Jetstar 735, descend to 9000, line QNH 1012.
9000, QNH 1012, Jetstar 735.
Papa Alpha Alpha, identified area QNH 1013, verify level.
1013, 4,600, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha, there's no reported IFR traffic tracking as planned. Your route will pass through the Launceston control zones. You'll need to get a clearance off them. I'll let them know that you're inbound.
Roger that. I'll track at Jacob Sugarloaf 277 degrees to remain clear of the Launceston class Delta for Wynyard.
Alpha Alpha, roger. Say again the name of that location.
It was Jacob's Sugarloaf, is a VH-paa location. Alpha Alpha.
Alpha Alpha, roger. I'll hunt it down. Alpha Alpha, got that position now. With that, from that position direct to Wynyard, we'll still take you through the Launceston class Delta airspace.
Roger that. I'll steer 277 degrees just to avoid the corner and the ranges, and then get back on track for Wynyard at that time to remain clear of class Delta.
Alpha Alpha, copy. Jetstar 735 at 40 miles only, contact tower 118.7, identification terminated, g'day. Alpha Alpha, thanks for all of that. I have given Lonnie an ident on you, but remain with us.
I'll remain with you, Papa Alpha Alpha. So we're on track to Jacob Sugarloaf as planned, and 10 miles out of that. It's a peak 2,000 foot above mean sea level, and we'll turn left to track 277 degrees to remain clear of Launceston class Delta airspace, and then remain back on track there, or get back on track after that, direct for Wynyard. Melbourne Centre, Papa Alpha Alpha at Jacob Sugarloaf at 4,500, turning to track 277 degrees to remain clear of Launceston class Delta Wynyard.
Papa Alpha Alpha.
370, just 707.
Aussie 702 when ready, descend 9005 star QNH 1011.
When ready to send to confirm that was 9000 by the star on 1011, what's C702?
C702 consent.
Melbourne Centre, Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha.
Papa Alpha Alpha's overhead De Lorraine at 4,500, tracking 294 degrees for Wynyard. Estimate Wynyard circuit area is 45.
Papa Alpha Alpha, roger, contact me on frequency 120.7.
120.7, Papa Alpha Alpha. And Melbourne Centre, Papa Alpha Alpha's with you.
Papa Alpha Alpha. Star 721, descend to amended flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Star 721.
Star 706, cancel SID, track direct to Onagi.
Cancel SID, direct to Onagi, Jet Star 706.
Okay, that identifies the Wynyard NDB. A Wynyard CTAF, Papa Alpha Alpha's Tomahawk 10 miles southeast at 4,500, tracking 294 degrees for Wynyard, estimating Wynyard circuit area at 45.
Wynyard Aerodrome.
Lieutenant, good day, Jet Star 734, passing 8,300, climbing to flight level 200.
Jet Star 734, Melbourne Centre, identified, climb via SID to flight level 360.
SID flight level 360, Jet Star 734. Jet Star 734, request a minute, climb flight level 280. Flight level 280.
Jet Star 734, climb to flight level 280.
I'm seeing flight level 280, Jet Star 734.
Via SID, of course.
All stations, Wynyard CTAF, this is Tomahawk Papa Alpha Alpha, overhead the field at 1500. We'll be joining mid downwind for runway 27, Wynyard CTAF.
Wynyard Aerodrome.
All stations, Wynyard CTAP third from Hobart Power Alpha Alphas, turning downwind for runway 27, Wynyard. Wynyard CTAP third from Power Alpha Alphas, turning base for 27, Wynyard. Okay, brakes are off, undercarriage down, mix is rich, fuel pumps on, fuel pressures maintained. Fuel selected to the fullest tank for landing, and hatches and harnesses are all secure. Got a little bit of a crosswind there off from the left. The Power Alpha Alpha's turning final for runway 27, Wynyard. Bit of crosswind there, there'll be a bit of wind shear coming off that from those buildings. Got cows in the paddock. Fuel pumps on, lights are off. Wynyard CTAP, Alpha Power Alpha's clear of runway 27. Wynyard CTAP.
Here we are again in Wynyard. So the trip over was pretty good.